follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain first?
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Throwing on first down. Rich. Throw over the middle. Going to be caught here by Pitts. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. To throw on second down. Rich. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, coming into the game, the defense knew they had to provide an excellent pass rush, but not provide any gaps because he's really strong with his legs. How about that confidence booster there on the first defensive drive of the game? They know they can get to him now.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Operating from the gun. Rich. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stanley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense. offense. First down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One of the best in the NFL, in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. To return is Taylor. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On 1st and 10, Rich. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. On 1st down, Rich. He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. The Falcons sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And the offense last week, they certainly had things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Throwing on first down. Rich. Throw left side. There's London. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They go play action with Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the 22, Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Rich, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Rich. Taylor there to bring it in on the crossing route. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 2nd down, it's Stanley. A beautiful spin and room to run. Touchdown, Falcons! His 4th rushing touchdown on the campaign, number 7 overall. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Point after here coming up. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Lawrence will throw. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Stanley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Looking to throw. Rich. Over the middle, it's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Rich going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Back to throw again. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Up the middle they go. It's Stanley. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Over the middle, caught by London. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. giving to the big tight end on fourth. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll run on first down. It's Stanley. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Touchdown! Drake London with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
A try here for the extra point. And it's 21-3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jags and Christian Kirk making their way back out on offense. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things. And
the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Lawrence looking middle, and that's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Rich. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Rich. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Operating from the gun. Rich looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Jags are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a handoff up the middle. And the ball is knocked out. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Jaguars getting set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Etienne up the middle. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Austin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run. It's Etienne. And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had it working pretty well here in this first half up until that last drive when he put it on the turf, Charles.
So I don't think they want to overreact to that fumble, because now you've got a guy that's played so well. You don't want to take him and limit his effectiveness by worrying about it too much. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if we saw him next week at meetings. He'd have a football with him at all times.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll run for it with Algier. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A nice little juke. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence going right side here, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Again, it's Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it makes the score 21-10. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Now Lewis selects to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. The Niners trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium. See what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Jalen Hurts leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
From the 29, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. On third down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And they will take over first and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Throwing to start the drive. Rich. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple. Up the middle they go. It's Stanley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Back to throw. Rich. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Rich. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 1st down, it's Stanley. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Looking to throw. Rich. Throw left side complete. That's Harper. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Rich to the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! From 3 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now out come the Jags. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 8 now. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds Austin complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. To throw on 2nd down. Rich looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stanley. On 1st down, Rich. Got a man, it's London. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Rich. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Looking to throw. Rich. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Rich firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Rich over the middle, complete. That's Stanley. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Jaguars back with it on offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A handoff for Etienne. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's a give to Etienne, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Etienne once more. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 86 yards on the ground for him so far.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.